Oh, and the first person who says, yeah, I'm positive that Harley's going to fail gets the booby prize. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Dawn and I work here at FX Caprara Harley-Davidson. Okay, so we are talking about Jochen Zeitz rewiring of Harley-Davidson. A lot of people are freaking out, to be honest, about it. But before we get into that, let's do a little history review. For those of you who don't know, Harley-Davidson Motor Company got its start back in 1903. When Bill Harley and Arthur Davidson just wanted a faster, easier way to go fishing. That was it. That was all. And back then they took an engine and shoved it into a bicycle frame, which is what a lot of other people were doing. But they found when they came to a hill, the motor wasn't powerful enough to carry them up that hill. So they had to pedal, and that's not gonna work. Who wants to work harder just to not work at fishing? Back to the drawing board, they built the motor first, made the frame loop around it, and here, over 115 years later, we still are. Now, back in the 70s and 80s, the motor company was bought out by a company, AMF. And that was a company that, yes, at the time they saved Harley-Davidson. That was also a company who made a lot of other things and was more about quantity versus quality. Except for the fact that, and again, I remember this as a kid, because they were more into quantity and not quality, there was some stuff that wasn't working well. I remember dealers in my area growing up were advertising that they had pre-AMF Harleys. But again, if it weren't for AMF back in the day, who knows? I mean, Harley might not be here. But AMF saved it, and then Willie G and 12 other investors bought the company back from AMF and began rebuilding the reputation that is Harley. Fast forward, and the world is going through 10,000 changes at least. Motorcycles in general, pre-COVID-19, were on the decline. And Harley-Davidson CEO, which now his name just, I can picture his face. Really nice guy. Oh, Levitic, that's what it is. Resigned. So they appointed Mr. Zeitz as interim CEO, and then it made it official not too long after. And here's the reason I'm not freaking out about it. There's actually a couple of reasons. The first reason is that after just doing a quick Google of his name, you will find out a lot of information about Mr. Zeitz on how he brought back Puma and is part of the B team along with Sir Richard Branson and a few other famous businessmen and women. And the B team is all about being responsible on the corporate side to not only produce profit but be sustainable, bring back to the earth, plan for the long haul. Jochen has also co-authored 2 books, one of which I'm about halfway through, and that is called The Breakthrough Challenge. It is very interesting. If you are any sort of business person, entrepreneur, business owner, or even hope to own your own business someday, then I would highly suggest this book. So that is reason number 1. He is very conscious of making something last. And the second reason is that I'm confident that this will work out in the long term for Harley-Davidson. Is that I lived in Germany for a little over 6 years. I learned some of the language. Beautiful, beautiful country. If you can, I'd highly suggest visiting. Obviously, when the world gets back to some sort of normalcy. And the biggest thing while living in Germany is they are all about quality. They are all about doing it right, getting it done right the first time, not wasting time or energy. The other thing I liked about living in Germany was they held everybody accountable. And the Autobahn, the Autobahn was so much fun. Anyways, living in Germany was a wonderful opportunity to get to know the people there, and they are very regimented. While there, I took horseback riding lessons, and even in horseback riding lessons, they're very regimented. First you will do this, and then you will know this, and then you can go on to this. You have to complete the steps before you are allowed to progress on. Germans, don't get me wrong, they love to have fun as long as everything's been done. I mean, Oktoberfest, hello. And that, of course, is where Herr Zeitz is from. And I honestly don't understand why there's a lot of people out there that are freaking out about it. Oh my goodness, Harley's gonna fail. Oh no, they're gonna get bought out again. Which, I mean, yeah, I don't have a crystal ball, but that certainly could very well happen. However, I don't see that happening, at least in the near future. My father instilled in me, and it was driven home while I lived in Germany. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. And I'm sure Herr Zeitz had a plan even before he was officially named CEO. So, those are my personal feelings about it. As I said, I don't understand why people are freaking out. Maybe it's because negativity tends to grab the headlines. People are more likely to repeat something that they see as negative So if you've ever wondered why the newspapers, news media, news on television all seem to be doom and gloom, and let's amp up the drama, that's why, is because people are more likely to repeat something negative than they are to share something positive. And then we have these great new videos with Jason Momoa. He personally went out and found these, or got together with these 6 riders to bring us United We Will Ride. I'll put a link to them right here. So all the negative people out there that are almost like wetting themselves because they think that Harley's going to take a nosedive and then they'll be able to dance on the grave. I think you're going to have a while to wait. I personally see a lot of positive things coming from the motor company. What are your thoughts? What do you think of Harley-Davidson's ReWire? If you were to take over Harley-Davidson, what would you do? So, if you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more and haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I upload new content, be sure to hit that bell. And until then, next time, guys, get yourself rewired. Think positive. Stay safe and have fun. Oh, and the first person who says, yeah, I'm positive that Harley's going to fail gets the booby prize. Okay? Nah, I'm just kidding.